Abiotic or non-living components of ecosystem. The way in which plants and animals grow and carry out different activities is result of interaction with several abiotic factors of environment. These abiotic factors can be classified as inorganic substances like minerals, phosphorus, sulfur, calcium, sodium, potassium and their compounds, gases like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. They are involved in the cycling of nutrient in the ecosystem. Next, we have physical factors, air, soil, and water. Then we have climatic factors, sunlight, temperature, pressure, humidity, and wind. The last is edaphic factor, that is soil texture and topography. Let's understand some of these factors one by one. First one is air. All living organisms need air to live. We breathe in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. Plants take this carbon dioxide gas from the air and utilize it to make food and give off oxygen as the byproduct, which is utilized by other living organisms for the process of respiration. Carbon dioxide is also given off when dead organisms decay and fossil fuels are burnt. This cycling of carbon dioxide and oxygen between biotic and abiotic component is very important to maintain the balance in nature. Large-scale deforestation by man has disturbed this balance, and so there is increase in carbon dioxide in atmosphere leading to global warming. The next abiotic factor is water. Water is essential part of all organisms. No organism can survive without water, and land plants absorb water from soil to avoid drying up and use it as raw material during photosynthesis. Land animals need water for transport of material in their body, and some plants like lotus and water chestnut live in water because they are aquatic plants. And among animals, fishes live in water and they breathe through their gills and they take oxygen dissolved in water and expel carbon dioxide into the water. Moving towards the next abiotic factor, we have soil. Soil is one of the most important natural resources for life on earth, and it is the uppermost layer of earth's crust. Soil is essential for majority of plants for anchoring and for absorption of water mineral for growth. Many animals live in soil by making burrows and holes, and decomposers live in soil and decompose the body of dead plants and animals and help in the process of nutrient recycling. The nutrients, acidity level, moisture, is going to influence the vegetation and plant life that is found in that particular area. The next factor is sunlight. Sun is the ultimate source of light and energy on earth for all the living organisms. Light intensity and its duration is going to affect the activities of organism. Let's understand the effect of light on plants. Green plants capture solar energy and use it for making food by the process of photosynthesis. Light also affects the opening and closing of stomata, flowering and germination of seed. Indoor plants put in shade for a long period of time show slow growth and yellowing of leaf, which shows the importance of sunlight. Here we have an activity to show that light is important factor for normal growth of plants. Material required are two potted plant. Let's talk about the procedure. Take two healthy potted plant such as balsam. Keep one plant in open so that it gets proper light, whereas other plant in dark. Observe after a week. We'll be able to observe that plant kept in open has normal growth, whereas plant kept in dark becomes weak and yellowish. We can conclude from this that light is an important factor for normal growth of plants. Now let's understand the effect of light on animals. Some animals are active during daytime and they are called as diurnal animal like butterfly, sparrow, crow, pigeon. These are diurnal animals. whereas some animals are only active at night, and such animals are called as nocturnal animals. Example: owl, bat, cockroach, moth. Moving ahead, we have the next factor, that is temperature. Temperature affects various activities of living organism, and most animal grow and survive within the range of 0 degree Celsius to 50 degree Celsius. Some microorganisms have ability to survive at very high temperature or at very low temperature. Hence, some animals and plants are found in cold region. For example, penguins, pine trees. Penguins are found in Antarctica, and pine trees are found on the slopes of Himalayas. On the other hand, camels live in the places with high temperature, and leaves of desert plants become spiny to keep a control on water loss. Some animals like lizards, frogs, and snakes go underground in winter, and this is called as winter sleep or hibernation, whereas snails, frogs undergo summer sleep, and it is called as estivation to avoid the summer heat. Next factor is humidity. Atmospheric moisture in the form of invisible vapor is known as humidity. Humidity is greatly influenced by intensity of solar radiation, temperature, altitude, wind, and water status of soil. Low temperature causes higher humidity by decreasing the capacity of air for moisture. Biological processes such as transpiration, absorption of water in plants are influenced by atmospheric humidity. Therefore, humidity plays an important role in the life of plants and animals. Moving towards the last abiotic factor, we have wind. Moving air is called as wind, and it is vital environmental factor which affects plants and animals and even microorganisms. It modifies water relation and light condition of particular region. A number of physical, anatomical, and physiological changes in plants are introduced by wind. Such changes include breakage and uprooting of plants, deformation, erosion, and deposition. Wind accelerates transpiration, removes moisture, and causes soil erosion at very high velocity. The erosion removes rich organic matter from the surface of soil. If there is excessive transpiration, it can lead to desiccation and death of apical meristem, end result of which is dwarf plant, profusely branched and small leaves. Due to high wind velocity, the sand particles are blown and deposited on leaf surface that reduces photosynthesis and causes rise in temperature and rapid desiccation of plants. So all these were different abiotic factors which we have studied one by one.